Hello class. Okay, I welcome you back from that short recess, and this is the second video after we dealt with understanding perfect square quadratic expression. This is what we have now. Now, if you look at the screen, you will notice that we have solved everything that is here. In other words, we already find solution to all this. First term, in other words, when we have to check whether these are perfect square quadratic expressions. It means first term we say it's a perfect square, second term is a perfect square, the middle term is twice the product of the square root of the first and the last. So that's how, if you check the other examples, this is the second example here, this is the third one, and this is the fourth one. So we can see, let's see what we have next for this video. Now this is Mr. Olalekan again. Maybe you may want to start with the video that we ended with the last time. Let's continue from there.
Second term term we mathematics term I ma mo no be say say we must strict gan I very strict e o ma lára yín torí tá bá sick be ṣe sọ le mo dam lo pa fulan egbe no ti so ke ṣe sick mo so strict mathematics any tó ma ko mathematics o gbọ́dọ̀ strict ni mo sọ fún yín.
Hello, okay, welcome back. Now, any tó bá ń kọ́ mathematics ó gbọ́dọ̀ strict. So, Amy was strict. Am I strict? Okay, you tell me that in the class, or just send the feedback to me after this video. Okay, mathematics teachers, we are not strict people. It's just that we are passionate teachers. We want our students to understand everything we teach them. Now, the moment you say you don't understand at times, we get angry as if you should get everything we are saying. But don't worry, we are helping you, and you are helping us as well. Okay, let's move on with this particular question. The topic, we are factorizing a perfect square quadratic expression. Factorizing a perfect square quadratic expression. In other words, actually I've showed us how to do this. An easy way to factorize a perfect square quadratic expression is actually by squaring the square root of the first term plus or minus. You can see plus or minus. Let me bold that. Plus or minus, you can see that. Then square root of the last time. In other words, when you have added or subtracted the square root of the first term from the last term, then you square everything. Let's look at instances in this particular question. We have x squared minus 8x plus 16. Can we go back to the board? Let me clear the board. Okay, we have x squared minus 8x plus 16. Now this is a perfect square quadratic expression. How do we know that? The first term is a perfect square, the last term is a perfect square, the middle term is 2 times the square root of this and this, or the square root of x squared, that will give me x, the square root of 16 is 4, so 2 times 4 times x will give me 8x, which is the middle term. So that shows this expression is a perfect square quadratic expression. So for us to factorize this, all we need to do is to say, okay, the square root of x squared is x, then the middle sign is what you will use. So we have minus, then the square root of 16 is 4, then just square it. That's why I said squaring the square root of the first term plus or minus the square root of the last term. And since our middle term is minus, you put minus there. So don't forget that all you put at the middle, the sign that connects them is the sign at the middle term sign. So that is the solution. So we have x minus 4 squared is the answer to this. If you try to expand this again, that is, you say x minus 4, you can try and do that for me. Try and expand x minus 4 bracket x minus 4, which that is the meaning of x minus 4 squared. If you expand this, you should be getting this back. So, or maybe we should do that now. X minus 4, x minus 4. Let me clear the board. X minus 4 into x minus 4. In expansion, we have x times x, that is, this x multiplies this x. We have x squared. Then the same thing, this x multiplies minus 4 here, which gives us minus 4x. Then we go to the second thing, which is minus 4 multiplies this x. Minus 4 times x is minus 4x again, minus 4x. Then also we have minus 4 multiplying minus 4 now. Minus 4 times minus 4 will give us plus 16. So if you simplify this further, we have x squared minus 8x, this minus 4x, then plus 16. So that gives us the expression that we factorize when we expand. But as you all know, expansion is the opposite of factorization. So when you have this now, you can simply know that that is exactly what we have as a factorization. Okay, can we see the second question quickly? The second question. Okay, the second question here says we should factorize 4a squared plus 12a plus 9. 4a squared plus 12a plus 9. Let me clear the board. 4a squared plus 12a plus 9. Now the question first is this a perfect square quadratic expression? Because if you want to factorize it, in the way I've just taught you, that expression must be a perfect square quadratic expression. So when you are given a quadratic expression or equation and you want to factorize, the best thing is to check first whether it is a perfect square quadratic expression. Here, a squared is a perfect square, and 4 is also a perfect square. So this goes well. 9 is also a perfect square, which is very good. Then the middle term, if we okay, let me try and help you with this. What is when we factorize 4a squared? That means 4 will give us the square root of, when we find the square root rather, the square root of 4a squared. 4 will give us 2, and then a squared will give us a. We have 2a. Then when you find the square root of 9, you have what? You have 3. You have 3. So that means if you now multiply everything by 2, everything will give you 12a. So that is what we have as our middle term. So this is a perfect square quadratic expression because they fulfill the two conditions I told you earlier, that the first and the last term must be perfect squares, and the middle term must be 2 multiplying the square root of the first term and the last term. So that is very explainable here. So now let's see how to factorize this. Factorization means it now tells us to get the square root of this. They use the middle sign and get the square root of this, then we square everything. So that means we are going to have the square root of 4a squared is 2a, as we did earlier, 2a. The middle term there is plus, and then the square root of 9 is 3. Then all we need to do is to square it. So 2a plus 3 squared is the factorization of that. If you expand this, you get the same answer from where we started from. So that is how to factorize a quadratic expression, a perfect square quadratic expression. So that's the second video. Let's enjoy the video now. Are you ready for this? You want to smile? Let's go.
Ini mo sọ fún yín bẹ́ẹ̀ yàn bá ní yín yọ gbà pẹ́ sí ìkìlọ̀ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ ẹ dákun torí Ọlọ́run fi Ọlọ́run bẹ̀ yín Ọlọ́run kò rò lẹ́mi báwa bẹ́ẹ̀ ọkọ máa ṣẹ́ máa máyé ni ẹjọ́ mo ṣe jẹun ata kan ní ẹ̀rọ máa ń nà mí jìnnì orí. Bí ẹ bá fẹ́ jẹun ata kan yẹ kọ́pọ̀lọ́ yín wálé ni ìtí ìbá ti fi sí lẹ́nu ẹ mọ̀ sọmọ ìtí ìbá ti kọ́ yín ni ẹ gbọ́. Alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ sínú. Ṣé bí ọmọ wa kan Kọ́lá Adésínà. Ẹ̀rọ ilé yọ̀ọ̀dà adé rẹ̀ ti síbọ́. Adé rẹ̀ ti síbọ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sínà nìkan lélẹ̀. Sínà ìṣẹ̀rí ilé ọkọ̀ sínà. Yóò ti bàlágà débi ọ̀yẹ́ ọkọ̀. Èyí tún gègé yín nígbà mélòó ẹ̀yin ọmọ bí ṣe ń lọ. Ọkọ̀ sínà ṣé obìnrin máa jẹ́ sí. Dáadáa ẹ̀yin ọ̀dà fi sẹ́yìn àbúrò mẹ́mi sínà níjọ́ obìnrin sí mi. Ẹ má ti torí tí ẹ̀kẹ́ máa sínà yà fún mi. Tí náà ni èèyàn wá ni. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta ta ni jẹnẹrétọ̀. Ẹ̀sẹ̀ àlùfáàsì níbọ̀ kékeré o àyìn ìmọ̀ pé yín bàtẹ́ wọlé bọ̀ sẹ́rí àwọn ọmọ yahoo méjì náà ní. Èmi ò mọ kẹ́yìn òní wà lálàyé kìlómítì lọ ni wọ́n ti lọ rẹ́pọ̀ wọ́n ti tàn jáde làwà ní nísìnyí nínú ilé ìyún náà máa pariwo wọ́rọ́ wòròrò.
Okay, that will end this particular video lesson. This video is just to amuse you and make you enjoy the class more and more. So it's just going to be short and it won't take our time. Alright, so enjoy the video over and over again. If you don't understand it in the first watch, you can watch again and watch over and over again. That's the essence of video lessons. Thank you for your time.